What is going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are on Ark today. Not much has changed. I tamed a bird right there, level 224. I'll talk about him in a minute, or her? No, it's a him. I don't know. So last time I had all these vaults. Obviously I still have them. I went through and I started naming them. So that one's weapons and tools, armor, ammo, metal. I haven't done anything with that one or that one. That one's building material, charcoal, saddles, narcotics, trophies and skins, and BPs for blueprints. So obviously this is weapons and tools. Any type of weapon or tool or attachment that I get, I'm going to be throwing in here. This one's armor. So I made 2 sets of ghillie and I made 2 sets of flak. You don't have to make extra armor. The only reason I did this is because if I'm out and about or doing whatever and I die, I would like to just be able to run over here and grab some armor instead of running over and waiting for it to be made. And because if I have other stuff on my body or whatever, say I have a blueprint that I don't want to lose or something like that, it's timed for being able to get back. Now with my settings on the server, no matter what, I should be able to make it back. But for whatever reason, if I make it back over there and I don't know, say a pack of wolves kills me. So pack of wolves kills me, they end up killing my bird too, so I have to run on foot. Well, I wouldn't have to because I have a second bird. But say something happens with my second bird, or I lose my first one and I'm like in the process of trying to get stuff from the first one. I end up losing my second one and I'm on foot. If that pack of wolves kills me or whatever, and then I try to run back over there, that pack of wolves is still going to be in the area. So I might die several times. So it's just easier just to run over here and grab armor instead of, stopping to make it or whatever. And then any extra armor that I want to hold on to. So like these I found, they're a little bit more than the normal boots. Obviously they're 36.7, these are 32 even. Any type of like green, blue, what is it? Green, blue, yellow, purple, or Ascension, the really light blue. Extra stuff that I get, extra armor, will be going in here. This is ammo. I have all types of ammo in here. Regular bullets, arrows, tranq darts. I will also be throwing, what are they called? Grappling hooks. If I make any of those, which I will. I'll be throwing extra ones of those in here. Now, if I have a gun or a crossbow, like this one still has a dart on it. You can tell by that number on the bottom left of that screen how it has 1. There's still a dart on that one. There's no dart or anything on this one because it's at 0. It goes the same thing for the crossbows, so no arrows on that one, no arrows on that one. That one has 1 tranq arrow on it. Now you can, if you look in the top left of the entire screen, up there where it says take all items, drop, and remove ammo, if I hit square, it will actually remove that arrow from it. So if I hit square, there it is. And let's go ahead and take off the tranq dart as well. There it is. So that is how you guys remove ammo if you didn't know. Here we have all of our metal that I've been cooking. I did go and get us some more. Oh, there's nothing in that one. Or that one. Building material. This is basically, what's it called? Like a miscellaneous one. I'm just going to put anything to build with in here. Like I'll even be throwing stone and stuff like that in here. It may even get mixed up with stuff that's not building material. I just wasn't sure what to name it, and I didn't want to make it too random. So that's why I didn't name it miscellaneous. So I just put building material because technically all of this stuff is building material. Now, building material. I don't mean for buildings. I just mean to be able to build stuff. So the flint, obviously, I don't think you use in any building at all. But it does get used to build like spears, or if you put it with rock or stone, and you put it in the mortar and pestle, then you can make spark powder and stuff with it. So that's what I mean by building material. Not buildings, but just material to build stuff with. Like I said, it is pretty miscellaneous, but I just named it building material. Charcoal, I've been cooking a ton of wood. That's how I have all those bullets and stuff down there in the ammo one. Saddles, I don't have anything in here yet. This is going to be for like random saddles that I get out of drops or anything like that, or if I find one or whatever, or even if I decide to make extras. Like right now, both of the Argents that I have, both have a saddle, I think. Better have a saddle. Yeah, okay, so they both have saddles right now. So if for whatever reason one of them dies and, you know, I pick up their saddle, then I'll go and throw it in there. Or if I plan on taming a third one or whatever, then I'll make one ahead of time and throw it in here just so I have it before actually having the tame. Narcotics, this is just going to be narcotics. You use them for a lot, well, not a lot, but knocking out creatures mainly. But I plan on having tons of it. Trophies and skins. This is skins that you can wear, so like this helmet skin. It's also like these type of trophies. That one obviously is an Alpha Rex trophy. That's an actual trophy that you can put on a wall mount. These though, they're not really trophies, but you use them for what's it called? For doing like the boss fights and stuff like that. So like if you kill an alpha, what's it called? Alpha Raptor, you'll get like an alpha claw thing or whatever. Alpha, I want to say talon, but I don't think they're called talons from the raptors. I think it's a claw. I don't know. Anyway, you'll get stuff like that, or like the T-Rex arms and stuff like that. That's what I plan on putting in here. And the main reason it's trophies is because I'm actually going to be putting artifacts in there as well. And then here's all of the blueprints that I have so far. I don't know why that's in there. Here's all the blueprints that I have so far, including any recipes that I have. So, I mean, I guess the GPS is a tool. It's not really an attachment, but I don't know where else to put it at the moment. Like I said, I still have two other ones. The main reason for this video today, I don't have much new other than that bird. Genesis 2 did come out, so as you guys can see at the top, it says level up is available. It reset all of my points, all of them. So I have 102 points available. Everything's at 100 right now. I just want to go over some of this stuff with you guys. But before doing that, I want to point out something about these vaults. So this is the main reason why I started with the vaults. So I screwed up with the vaults. This is what I mainly want to tell you guys. Well, not necessarily just the vaults, the entire layout of my house. I'm probably not going to change it, but I just want you guys to know if you planned on doing something similar to this or exactly like mine, do not do it exactly like mine. I'll tell you that right now. Do not. You could do it similar, just don't do it exactly like mine. So here's the issue. All of my metal that I have is over here. Obviously, if I take a whole stack, I can't move. I mean, even when I had points into my weight, I would not be able to move. So I'd have to take like half a stack or the exact amount that I need, and then I'd have to bring it over here to the crafting area or something like that, or if I'm like smelting some up there in the industrial forge, then I still have to like bring it down here and put it in there or put it over here. So what I want to point out to you guys is put stuff where it coincides with what you're using it with. So what I should have done is taken one vault, both of these crafting stations, and I should have put them right up here by the industrial forge. This forge is only used, well, I mean not only, but it's mainly used for metal. I could have put the fabricator right here. I could have put I could have put the fabricator here, the smithy on one side, and then I could have put a vault right here. So any extra metal that I have coming out of there, if it didn't fit in the fabricator or the smithy, I could have put it in the vault. And then anytime I needed to do something, say I needed to craft something on the smithy, if I needed metal, I could just take it out of here, turn this way, do whatever I need to do in the smithy, or take it out of here, turn this way, do whatever I need to do on the fabricator, or if I just need to store it, I take it out of here, put it in the vault. Now I have to figure out what I've been doing, which is kind of annoying. I've been taking my bird, I'll land my bird next to it, and I'll put all of the metal or whatever I have on there on the bird. Then I'll bring the bird down here, walk him all the way under here, which he fits, but it's still pretty annoying to walk him all the way over here just to throw my stuff in this one vault. So, learn from my mistake, guys. Don't do it like this. Please, for the love of God, don't do it like this. If you've already done it like this, go back to your admin commands, change it. I might, like I said, I might change it. I probably won't just because I'm lazy, but it is pretty annoying. Even with these, they're close to here, which isn't too bad, but I could have even put this one here on the corner. I could have put the other one over here, and I still would have had room to fit between the smithy and all that stuff. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, if I need to smelt metal, I'm probably not going to do it in the forge. But if I ever need, like, you know, an extra little bit of room or something, then yeah, I could. They work pretty much the same anyway, though, so technically you don't really need these, but just keep it with stuff that it coincides with, please, for the love of God. Same thing with the refrigerator I did. So it's not necessarily in a bad place. I'll say that. It's not in a horrible place. I did most of this right. Like I have the cooking pot next to the refining bin, which is next to the refrigerator, which is next to the grill. This all makes sense. The part that doesn't make sense is my greenhouse, where I'm going to be growing food. So I'm going to have to, which this isn't too bad because I can carry a lot of it. I mean, it's just berries and stuff. But I'm going to have to go through here, pick up all the berries, all the vegetables, all this stuff. Then I need to run all the way back over here. Need to run up these stairs. Need to figure out which refrigerator to put it in, which I already know. It's going to be this one over here because this one has meat and narco berries in it. I was going to say narcotic berries, but same thing. So if you guys want, there's a generator right here. I'm pretty sure it'll reach down there. You can run wire out this way. Make it line up with like the wall or something of the greenhouse, drop it straight down, and you can put a refrigerator in the greenhouse. Same thing with this, what's it called? Chemistry bench. It's not necessarily in a bad place because it doesn't go with too much different stuff. What is that? That's new. Can be used to improve the stasis on non-bred dinos. This must be stuff from the new update. I have no idea what these are. Can be crafted into a mutagen at a chemistry bench and can be used to tame striders. Yeah, striders are from Genesis 1, I think. So, but wait, where's the stuff to make spark powder? Did they change the chemistry bench altogether? Am I screwed? Can I not make my stuff anymore? Wow. I wonder where you make spark powder and stuff now. I'd never even made a mortar and pestle, guys. I might have to do some research on this for you guys. It's funny because I recently told a friend, yes, the chemistry bench is an upgrade to the mortar and pestle, but now I don't know because I don't know what the hell this is. Transmute resources into new items requires gasoline and powder to be activated. I don't know if that first sentence is the same as it was before, but there's no spark powder or narcotic or anything. Okay, that's interesting. We'll research that another time. But yeah, so the chemistry bench, what it was used for anyway, could also have went with like the smithy and the fabricator, just because like when you make bullets, you know, you make your gun in the fabricator, or you make the gunpowder in here, and then you can bring it over here to the smithy so that you can make the actual bullets, or the fabricator, I believe. Let's see if the grinder has it. That's interesting. Very interesting. Do you have anything? You? But yeah, so that's my main point, guys. Put your vaults next to stuff that you're going to use. Don't just leave it. If anything, I should have also thrown a vault up here next to the grinder. It could have been my miscellaneous one, because like once I break stuff down, it's just going to have a whole bunch of materials in here that I'm probably never going to pull out unless I absolutely need it or whatever, because I have all my materials downstairs that I'll be grabbing from. So let's see here. Okay, maybe the folders are just hidden. R, use multi-button. What is that? I'm hitting R, it's not doing anything. R. Oh, it's because I don't have any of the stuff learned. Sorry guys, I'm a little slow. Okay, so let's not pay attention to that yet. Okay, you don't have any levels, you don't have any levels, you don't have any levels. You have 3 levels. Okay, so I was looking for a high level Argent. And as I did not find any, and I was returning to my home, I found a level 150, which is now this guy. The level 150 tamed without, like I didn't use kibble or anything. I'm pretty sure it'd still be the same though. But the level 150 ended up turning into that 224. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff, guys. So, like I said, that level 150 ended up turning into the 224. I did not... He has 3 levels at the moment just because he's a new tame or whatever. So, 5 levels now. So usually it's just like when you're leveling your character from level like 1 to 10, it's extremely fast. They just get random. Yeah, see, his XP is even still going up. It's at 178.3, 0.4, 0.5. So that's why he has 5 levels. So I just wanted to show you guys before I put any levels into him what his stats are. He, like I said, he was a 150. I tamed him with prime meat. It was pretty quick. It took like 7 or 8 pieces. I don't remember. He ended up being 224, and these are his stats. His health is actually really good. Stamina's not bad. Don't care about food or oxygen. His food is kind of high, which normally if they have high food, it takes from other things. So it looks like it probably took from his stamina. But look at his melee damage, 475. That is ridiculous. But he also has terrible weight. So it looks like we're going to be working on stamina and weight. The health isn't like great, like I was saying, but it's decent. It's not bad. So let's put all 5 points into weight, just because he's going to need a lot of weight. Did that end up being 6 points? No, because he's 229 now. Okay. So yeah, and then if you guys want, I don't know if you guys know this or not. I'm pretty sure you do. If you've ever tamed anything, you can rename your dinosaurs. I don't think you can once they're already. Okay, yeah, you can change name. So you can change your name even after taming them or whatever. But it's up to you guys. So when you create a tribe, sorry, wrong button. When you create a tribe, and you look at this one right here, it tells you, so right there, you guys can see where I tamed them at. I also built a whole bunch of stuff and destroyed a whole bunch of stuff, which I will show you guys that in a second. This was the house. So, okay. When did I have a raft get destroyed by Leedy? Maybe that was in one of my earlier episodes that I was showing you guys. Yeah, because this is even showing the old place over there. And this is where I was showing you guys how to do the cooking pots and level up using the things. So day one, we created a tribe. It gives you the entire thing from day one. So if you have a dinosaur that dies, it will appear in here, and it will appear in this red color, like right here. That was me dying by a megalodon. So obviously none of my tames have died yet. It does show when you tame them and stuff like that. But if you have a dinosaur that dies, it will show it in here. Now it will show the name of whatever you named it. So if that's what I was saying, if you guys want to rename these, so like if I wanted to know which Argent was which, if they popped up in that list, I could even do like Argentavis 1, Argentavis 2. And I'll know that Argentavis 1 was my earlier one, but he's a little bit weaker. Argentavis 2 is my new one, but he's a higher level. So like if I end up looking in here, in here, and for whatever reason I'm out and about, I'm doing some stuff, I don't have either one of my birds, and it says Argentavis 2's died, then obviously I know that this one died, and it'll tell me by what. It'll say by like a Rex or, you know, another Argentavis or whatever. But I'll at least know that, hey, this one's died, my base is under attack, whatever. The bad thing about me having them both labeled as Argentavis is all it'll say is Argentavis. Now it will say the level. It'll say like Argentavis 177 died or Argentavis 229 has died, which is why I leave them the same name. But if you want to easily identify them by name, then yeah, go ahead and name it something else. So with your levels, now keep in mind this is just how I do it. This is not how you guys have to do it. This is not how it has to be done, anything like that. Normally, I get my health up to 200, so let's get that up to 200. Let's get our stamina up to 200. Let's drink some water. Let's eat some food. If not, that's going to get really annoying. Okay, so health and stamina. Health is obviously your health. Stamina is, well, your stamina. It's how fast you can, well, not how fast, how long you can run for, how many times you can swing your weapon, how long you can swim in the water. Not counting breath, that is just like treading water or just swimming in general, because you do use stamina while you're in the water. If your stamina runs out in the water, then you will go under, and it's kind of hard to stay up on top. Oxygen, in my opinion, I would never put any points into it. You can, if you plan on living down in the water or you plan on being in the water a lot, sure, go for it. It's up to you guys. Same thing with food and water. I would never put anything in those. If you do pump them up, obviously you won't have to eat as much or you won't have to drink as much, whichever. Weight, I usually get this up to at least 300. Now, I say at least 300. That is just because I have went higher. I've also stopped before at 250. The reason why I do 300 is because I like carrying metal on my character, stuff like that. Plus, you have to take into consideration any armor you wear is going to weigh a certain amount as well. So obviously this weighs 4, that's 2.0, 4.0, 10, and 10. So if you leave it at 100, you're not going to be able to carry much if you have full armor, because then also if you come down here, your pike right there, it says weight 10.0, so your pike weighs 10, that thing weighs 0.5, your canteen is 2, your pickaxe is 2, and your regular axe is 2. Now that's not even counting if I was carrying ammo and a gun, or a crossbow with a whole bunch of arrows, or grappling hooks or anything like that, or if I was carrying like an extra saddle, or if I had to go back and pick up, you know, stuff that my character dropped from when they died or whatever. So just something to keep in mind on how much weight you guys want to have. Now normally what I do is, I'll come back to melee in a second, because that's usually where I pump a lot of my points at. My movement speed, I usually get up past 110. The reason for this is, if you wanna outrun certain dinosaurs like raptors, you're going to need to pump a little bit into movement speed. You don't have to. Raptors aren't hard to fight or anything like that, but it's just pretty annoying when you're trying to outrun them and you can't. If you guys want to outrun the Troodons, the ones that I hate, I would say pump it up to 115 or higher. Crafting skill. I mentioned this in, I believe, the previous video. If not the previous one, then the one before that. This was when I was talking about, what's it called? The crafting on the server, how I have that all the way up. This is the crafting skill that is in the skill tree that I mentioned. So if you have this pike down here, my pike does 135.5. So if I put points into that crafting skill, even if I only put 1 point into it, I could potentially craft a pike like this using that blueprint that could possibly be above that 135.5. The more points you put into that crafting skill, the higher chances you have of crafting a higher one, and the higher chances you have of crafting a higher one in general. So how can I explain that? So the chances of crafting a higher one will be higher, and then the chance of crafting a higher pointed one will be higher, if that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining that right. Now, fortitude. I never put points into this. Let me explain something though. Like I said, I never do. If you're playing on a PvP server, you may or may not want to. It all depends on how much PvP you plan on being involved in. I play on PvP servers a lot, and even on those, I don't put points into them. But let me explain. So, fortitude. If someone is coming after you and they have ridiculously high melee damage and they're holding a club, or even if they're punching you, they can knock you out extremely quick if you have 0 fortitude. On top of that, once they knock you out, you will actually be knocked out for a longer period of time if you have 0 fortitude. It goes the same for the Troodons. If they knock you out, if the Titan boas knock you out, and if the Scorpions knock, anything that can knock you out in the game, basically. Like even the player crafted poison gas bombs and stuff like that. If you get hit by one of those, like I said, anything that can just knock you out in the game. Even like the Equus, if you get kicked or whatever and they actually hit your head, you can get knocked out by them. Anything that can knock you out, you will be knocked out very quickly if you don't have points in fortitude, and you'll stay knocked out for a longer period of time. Now, another thing that I recently found out, which I did not know this, but I'm still not going to put points into fortitude, is fortitude actually gives you, if you come up here, right next, in between your legs and your feet, if you look right there, it says hypothermal insulation, hypothermal insulation and hyperthermal insulation. So if you put points into fortitude, you actually get points in those. So you can actually withstand the cold and the heat for a longer time before it takes any type of effect on you. You can probably run around in the snow naked if you put enough points into it. Like I said, I originally did not know that, but it is a thing. It has been proven and people actually do it. So just something to keep in mind, guys. So the next thing I want to do, like I said, I'm going to put everything else into melee, but I'm debating on getting more health. We were at 240 the last time, so let's go ahead and put more into health. Let's get that up to 250, because like I said, I do want to be fighting the bosses and everything. Stamina, I'm not too worried about. Fighting, running, I'm usually pretty good with stamina. I can usually manage it really well. So let's start putting points into melee and see how high we can get it with 50 points. So it looks like it's going up every 5. Okay, so let's get it to 300, and I'm gonna put 5 more points into the weight, get that up to 350. So that's at 350. I'm tempted to go 250 with stamina as well, because I mean 300 melee for a person is a lot. Yeah, let's do stamina. Why not? There we go. Okay, so now it brings us back to here. And every time you exhaust all your points, it just brings you in here so that you can start unlocking stuff. As you guys can see at the top, I don't know if that number is right. 4,899. That's pretty much everything in there, I think. I don't think that number's been increased by the stuff that I have set, but I don't know. That seems ridiculously high. All right, let's not worry about the number. Let's just go ahead and start unlocking stuff. So we obviously need the campfire. Keep in mind anything that you need to unlock. So if I don't unlock any of this stuff, here's the clothes, as you guys can see, and a water skin. So if I come down here, I think it's at 55 for the flak armor. Is it? No, 56. Okay, so if I want this flak armor, if I hit X on it, it tells me it's going to cost 42 Ingram points. The reason for that is because it's going to unlock the cloth ones that I have not unlocked yet. It tells you right there. Actually, it doesn't say it's going to unlock the cloth ones. So it says it requires the chitin leggings right there in the red. I think for chitin you need the leather and then you need the cloth before that. So maybe they just changed it to where it only shows the one previous thing. Because I don't think the flak and the chitin is going to be 42. So let's go look at the chitin. Or chitin, whatever you guys want to call it. I call it chitin. That's what we're going to stick with. I don't even know where it's at. That's hide. Did I pass it? I think I passed it. Yeah, I passed it. Okay, well here, let's do it in reverse. So this is the hide. It says we need cloth. That is fur. This one is ghillie, which says we need the hide as well. Here's the chitin. So that one says we need hide. And then obviously, like I said, when you go to hide, you need the cloth. Well, cloth is the first one. So it's going to unlock all of those. So when I unlock just this one. So, and the reason why I'm telling you guys this is I just want you to be mindful that if you're unlocking stuff, I would start at level 1 and work your way down. I've done it backwards before, but that's because I knew what unlocks what and what the requirements are before it. So when I unlock this, it's going to unlock the cloth, the hide, the chitin, and this one, the flak. And it'll show you guys, so if I hit X on it, why is it not working? Oh, there it goes. Cloth, hide, chitin, flak. So let's do the same thing with the chest piece. Same thing with the boots. Same thing with the gauntlets. And the helmet. And as you guys can see, that one took 40 or 42. I don't remember what these ones took. That last one took 50. So you're going to be going through points really quick going backwards. So let's go back up here. Obviously, we have all the armor unlocked. And let's see here. So these house pieces, like the walls and stuff like that, we are going to need to unlock. So let's go ahead and unlock them now. Now, some of this stuff I don't remember, I'll be honest. So like the slingshot, I think is needed for like the crossbow and stuff, but we're not going to get it just because I don't want to waste points if you don't need to unlock it. So we don't have a mortar and pestle. We're going to have to make that. If you want to craft spark powder, there it is. Narcotic, spyglass. Definitely the simple bed because we want the bunk beds later anyway. We don't really need the cooking pot anymore. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to unlock the cooking pot anyway, though, because we never did the industrial cooker. So for the industrial cooker, I believe you need the cooking pot anyway. Bolas. If you guys are playing solo or with friends and you're not worried about PvP, you don't have to get the bolas, but just so you guys know, they can stop certain dinosaurs. You can stop raptors dead in their tracks. You can literally walk up to them and just kill them. The birds that will swoop down and take your stuff from you, you can actually bola them and they will land and they can't take back off. Now, obviously, when you bola them, you have to kill them quick or whatever because eventually they will break free from it. But there's a lot of different dinosaurs that can be stopped by them. All of them are small, but still, like wolves. I think it even works on scorpions. You can use it on saber-tooths, on the thylacolios, stuff like that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get them because that's just a ridiculous amount of stuff that you can use them for. Let's see. We are gonna need to undo or learn this wood stuff. I'm just gonna go down to the stone when we get there, and I'll learn the stone one, and it should learn everything backwards. Cementing paste, we want to learn that. Gunpowder and the flare gun. The flare gun is needed for crafting the other guns. I'm not worried about the large storage box, but I do believe to craft the vaults, you have to have this one learned. So we're going to leave it for now. Wooden raft. We may or may not need to make another raft, so let's go ahead and learn it. Bug repellent we can use in the caves. We'll go ahead and learn that. Let's learn the fishing rod. I'll eventually show you guys that. As you guys can see, it learned the slingshot, the bow, and the fishing rod. So basically, anytime it asks you if you want to learn it, that it's going to take this many points, it means there's requirements that you haven't learned yet. Let's go ahead and learn the feeding trough. We already have two, but let's go ahead and learn them anyway. Same thing with the preserving bin. See, like right now, there's something in on the preserving bin that I did not learn that I need to. So if I hit circle to cancel and I scroll over it, it'll tell me what the requirement is. The storage box. So there we go. I'm going to learn the storage box. And it's doing that thing again. Why is it not letting me? Did already... Let's just exit out of there. Because it's making me mad. Oops. I did it too many times. Okay. Preserving bin. Yes. Okay. Okay, so the fishing rod, you have... This is kind of stupid. It tells you right there. On the second part of the sentence, it says apply various bait to this and then use when sitting on a chair or bench to catch some fish. So for you to fish, you do have to either know this bench or this chair. The bench is going to require you to learn the wooden chair anyway, so we're just going to learn the wooden chair just because it's just us, and we're not going to be fishing next to anybody trying to hang out or anything. So let's learn this. The metal hatchet, as you guys can see. So if you look at the Equa saddle, it looks kind of grayish even before buying it. This one's more greenish. That is also an indicator saying that you need to learn something else. So this one requires the engram of the stone hatchet because I didn't click on it when we were up there. So we're going to hit X. We're going to go ahead and learn both. As you guys can see, stone and metal hatchet both learned. Let's go ahead and learn the trank arrows. Yes, it's making me learn the other arrows. Parachute I'm not worried about. We are going to need fur later in the game, just for some of the snow stuff. So we'll go ahead and learn that. Alright. This is what I was talking about, how it's kind of green. It's because I didn't learn the wood stuff, so when we learn these, it's going to learn the wood stuff. So let's learn that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And the stairs too. Here's our pike, our crossbow, learn the water jar. I'm not worried about the bear trap or anything. Learn the metal sickle. Learn the ghillie suit stuff. We are going to learn the wooden tree platform just because we're going to be using sap when we're fishing. We're going to learn the long neck and the scope and the ammo for it. In case we need another Anki, we're going to learn the Anki saddle, which I think I already went way past the Argent saddle. Or no, maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Never mind. Now, we do have metal piping, but I don't plan on any of it getting broken, so I'm not going to learn any of it. Worst case scenario, we can come back in here and relearn it anyway. Same thing with the greenhouse stuff. I will learn the metal stuff just because if we want to build like a small little metal outpost or something somewhere, we will have metal now. Definitely the grappling hook, the metal stairs. Don't really need the ramp. Get the fabricator, polymer, electronics, electrical generator, industrial grill. Empty cryopod. We already have a blueprint for the GPS. Actually, I think we have 2 of them, so we're not even going to learn that. Not going to even go worry about it. Canteen, bunk bed in case we need to make another one. The motor boat, because I don't know if I want to make one, but maybe sometime. Let's learn the assault rifle and the advanced bullets. Let's learn the refrigerator, the air conditioner. There's the Argent saddle, learn that. Tranquilizer dart. Industrial grinder. C4, it's more of a PvP thing, but it will mess up dinosaurs. So if you guys want to kill actual dinosaurs, like dead, you can use C4. Like I said, I've never completed a boss fight, so I'm not sure if you guys want to take those in there. You might actually do damage to your own dinosaurs and your own stuff. I'm not worried about auto turrets or anything yet. Get that vault. Compound bow's really strong, and we're still only at like 3,000 points, so let's go ahead and get it. Industrial forge. Let's learn all the scuba gear. As you guys can see, that tank also made me learn the metal reservoir and the water reservoir and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, like I said, keep in mind what you guys are learning. Get that chemistry bench just in case. Don't think you really need night vision goggles in this one. Let's get the cryo fridge though. The industrial cooker, the pheromone dart, just because those are fun. Get the shocking tranquilizer dart. This riot gear. So the riot gear is basically between the tech gear and the flak stuff. It is pretty strong. As you guys can see, it does 115 armor on just the legs. If you come over to the flak and you look at the legs, it does 100 armor. So it's a little bit stronger. I never use it though, and a lot of people in Ark do not. The reason for it is because if you look at what it takes to make this stuff, unless you're in a big tribe or constantly farming, it is actually going to take you a while to make this stuff. That polymer alone, you have to go get obsidian, and then you have to come back and you have to actually make it, which I think it's obsidian and cementing paste to make polymer. And like this one piece right here, just a chest piece, takes 70. And I think it's like 2 things of obsidian and 1 cementing paste that makes 1 polymer or something like that. But either way, it's a pain in the butt. The armor difference and how much materials these things take to make is usually not worth the grind for people. So that's why in Ark, if you're playing on a PvP server, PvE server, just with other people in general, you will almost never see people wearing riot gear unless they found it. The majority of the people are going to be in flak gear. And it looks like all this stuff is new. And you're learning on Genesis 2, and it looks like you can actually go up to level 120 now. Okay. So we can't learn anything else. The rest of the stuff is tech gear. You learn this stuff from beating the boss. Or at least you get the blueprints from it for beating the boss. So, short video, guys. That is probably going to actually be it for this one. I was going to do more stuff with you guys, but I actually took quite a bit talking about, you know, just the skill tree and everything like that. And maybe redesigning my house. But I'm going to go ahead and call it here. That way I'm not making the video way too long for you guys. I feel like you guys don't like watching my hour-long videos. No one ever says anything about it, but I just think that it's quite a long video. And you guys are probably better off with shorter videos, just me explaining stuff real quick. and I'll try to keep them short in the future, but I have no promises because I like playing games so much, and a lot of times I just run out of time and I forget, and I end up making a long video anyway. So that is how I do my skill tree, guys. If you guys want to see the stats again, there they are: 250 health, 250 stamina. I went with 350 weight this time. We have 300 melee and 110 movement speed, and that is for a level 103. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please place them down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much today for joining me. This was Ark Survival Evolved. Once again, I am ChaosEclipse, and I will see you guys in the next episode.